So I thought I was done, but it turned out the door was too tight. It was rubbing right here in the middle. And I noticed the ends were low, if anything. I think the door jamb here is not level, but regardless, you need it level in here, in this area, even if this is not correct. So I ended up shaving more off this board, took it on the table saw, took off another 1/8 of an inch, or at least a 1/16, maybe more like an 1/8. Took the board out, and then these two right here wouldn't move. They'd only move a little bit. These are supposed to, when you turn in, it actually pushes it down, or takes it down, and then when you twist out, it pulls it up. So the end ones work, so I ended up adjusting them, got them good, but the center was just too high, and I couldn't, so I had to end up pounding on this quite a bit to loosen these up, and then I tightened them as much as I could, and it still seemed to be tight. I had put these screws in here, and I think it was tilting it a little bit like this, so I had to put 2 more in, put them all down nice and tight, everything here. And then I ended up adjusting the ends to accommodate the door. And meanwhile, then I ended up putting these in. But I didn't tighten these up too much because it tends to want to pull this down and this up. So it's snug, but it's not super tight. The ends were okay because I had lots of play there anyways. So now the door shuts nicely. Now it doesn't mean in the winter time it's going to be totally tight and correct, and you can see we have a little bit of gasket removed here. So, but air leakage is bound to happen some, and if you have radon issues, which we'll talk about at some point, you need some airflow anyways. Okay, so I'm finally happy with how this door is and the jamb is. So time for the next project. I had no idea it was going to take me this long, but I'm really glad it's done and it's working fine.